She hasn't got the broadcast working yet.
Okay.
So.
Yep.
She's working on it over there, but we're good? Okay. Are we live? Okay. Welcome to the shed, folks. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Hesston versus Buhler here tonight in the shed women's game. It's going to be a good game, right, boys?
Oh, yeah,
yes,
good
sir.
game. I believe the Swathers are ranked number 1 in 3A, and the Buhler Crusaders are number 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good start there for Kendall Brugan and 1 down here on the Swathers end. Oh, called on the floor.
Before we get started here, we're all here with Connor Graber.
Zach Smith.
Eli Roth.
Peter Machado.
McGill to inbound. Bergen dribble drive. Yoder top of the key, back to Bergen. Bergen looking inside. Over to her partner, Abby Proctor. Dribble handoff to Yoder. Yoder to Mason. Mason in the corner to Ava McGill. Little pick and roll action. Stolen by Baxter. Baxter to dribble down. Looking for an open man. Finds Ord. Shot off the mark. Swathers with the ball.
Hesston's ball.
McGill with it on the wing, over to Bergen. Bergen shot top of the key. Off the mark. Claudia Taylor with the rebound. Taylor down to Baxter. Baxter dribble drive. And we got a clear out foul by number 14, Sammy Brooks.
So we missed a little bit. So the starting players for the Swathers is number 3, Kendall Brugan, number 5, Callie Yoder, number 15, Abby Proctor, number 20, Casey Mason, and number 35, Ava McGill.
And the starters for the Buhler Crusaders will be Sammy Brooks, Claudia Taylor, Taylor Crafels, Charlie Baxter, and Gracie Ord.
McGill with the ball, driving on the perimeter. Inside Mason, back out to Proctor. Proctor, top of the key. Yoder to Mason. Handoff to Brugan. Just short.
Oh, no.
So a quick little recap on how the Trojan tournament went for the girls. They started off with 2 very strong wins against the Remington Broncos and the Hillsborough Trojans, and then faced off against the Mountain Ridge girls in the championship, and they also won that.
Yeah, hard-fought game. Mountain Ridge programs, they're always good. They've always been good in the past, so it was a good win for the girls. I believe the Buhler girls just came off of a close loss to Andover, 61-48. Other than that, a lot of W's on the board. 9-2 on the season. This is going to be a good matchup.
Nia Sewell just checked in for the Crusaders. Yoder with the top of the key. Looking for anything on offense right now. Swathers running a pick and roll, can't find it. Ivy Proctor down low. Good defense by Ord. Proctor gets it back and lays it in for our first points of the ball game. 2-0 Swathers.
Buhler driving down the court. Tipped pass by Hesston.
Back to Crafels and jump ball. Swather ball.
2-0, 5 minutes, 50 seconds left in this first quarter.
You know, it's very good to see Abby Proctor back in the lineup after subbing in a little bit these last couple of games for maybe a couple minutes, but it's definitely good seeing her back in.
Yoder with it at the top of the key. Swings it to Brugan. Brugan with the 3. Just short, just left, sorry. Brugan back with the ball, drives. Tries to pass it to Proctor. That'll be Buhler's basketball.
You know, this game's reminded me a lot of last week. A lot of people here, full crowd. The adrenaline's high. It's a little sloppy, but both of these teams will pick it up very soon, I believe. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, you just kind of want to see those nerves settle down a little bit.
That'll be a foul on Hesston.
On Casey Mason.
Crafels will go to the line to shoot 2.
sinks her first free throw for the night. Gets her second one. That'll be 2-2 tied ball game with 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yoder to bring it up for the Swathers. Over to Williams on the left wing. Williams looking for anybody open. Down to Mason. Mason working inside. Over the top, missed. Younger Proctor with the rebound. Over to Bruggen on the baseline, just trying to get anyone open right now. Kendall spin, left hand, short, gets her own rebound, goes up with the right, off the glass, and good. Great effort play there by Kendall Bruggen, just trying to get the Swathers a little bit of momentum.
Buhler's ball pushing.
Sewell on the wing, stolen by Callie Yoder, and we got a carry.
Abby Proctor in for the Swathers, and
Voss in for the Crusaders.
Yes.
Heston's ball. Yoder, top of the key. Swings it to Bruggen. Bruggen passes to Proctor. Proctor hands it off to Callie Yoder. JC Proctor. Top of the key with Yoder. Passes the ball to Kendall Bruggen. Bruggen passes inside. Abby, missed shot.
Rayfuls to bring it up. Over to Sewell. Sewell inside to Crayfels. Crayfels with a nice floater. Off the mark. And Voss comes down with it. Over to Ord. Ord to Voss in the corner. Inside to Crayfels. Stolen by Abby Proctor. Kendall Bruggen to push. Kendall, off-balance shot does not go. And Callie Yoder steals it in the backcourt. Bruggen calling for it here on the left side. Didn't get it. Yoder will set it up and shoot it. Off the mark, good rebound by Abby Proctor. Easy up and in for Abby Proctor. 6-2 now for the Swathers.
Buhler with the ball. Ella Voss pushing. Pass inside. Kraus gets a 3-second in the lane violation. Heston's ball.
You know, I've really noticed how both teams are really trying to put an emphasis on getting the ball inside, as they have both teams have taken a lot of points or shots inside of the paint tonight.
Ashley Lehman in for the Swathers. I mean, right now I'm noticing both teams need to limit the turnovers. It's going both sides of the court right now. Once that happens, there'll be points scored.
Stolen by Crayfels in the backcourt. Hold on JC Proctor.
That will be JC Proctor's first personal and second team foul of the quarter.
Voss with it, top of the key. Over to Ord. Ord looking for an open teammate. Over to Voss. Voss to the top of the key. Over to Sewell. Sewell back to Ord. Voss in the corner, good flare screen there. Back over to Ord. Three-pointer, just long. Jaden Williams with the rebound. Swathers look to push. Swathers pushing, Kendall Bruggen, left hand, off the mark. Fight for the rebound, jump ball.
For the Swathers, Casey Mason and Ava McGill. And for the Crusaders, it's going to be Claudia Taylor.
Voss to bring it up for the Crusaders. Over to Baxter. Baxter over to Taylor. Taylor back to Voss. Bruggen guarding tightly on the wing. Kind of gives it up.
Heston steals the ball. Proctor pushing down the floor. Swings it to Bruggen. Three, just off. Bruggen rebounds the ball. Proctor, top of the key, swings it to Bruggen. Bruggen trying to make something work here. swings it to Mason. Hand off to McGill. Bounce pass to Proctor. 3.
Bang! Good shot by Abby Proctor. And a timeout is going to be taken by the Crusaders. A good momentum play that the Swathers needed early in this game.
It'll be 9-2 with 1:44 left in the quarter.
SSN would like to say thank you for the Beneficent Harlan Foundation for being.
So far, for the Swathers, Kendall Brugan with 2 points, Abby Proctor with 7. Peter, what do we have for the Crusaders?
For Buhler, Natalia Krafels is currently the only scorer with 2 points. You know, in this game, we've seen a lot of turnovers, so only being the first quarter, I'm guessing both coaches right now are really just mainly focusing on just trying to keep possessions, you know, get good shots, get good looks, and just try to get a good offense going.
Yeah, Swathers struggling to get shots to fall early. But playing really good, tough, gritty defense, getting them some runouts and some buckets.
It'll be Buhler's ball with 1:44 left in the quarter.
Lillian Horn checked in for the Crusaders. She'll inbound to Voss. Voss over to Taylor. Taylor to Horn. Overthrows Baxter, Swather basketball.
Yoder inbounding the ball for Hesston. Looks like Buhler's full court pressing Hesston right now. Yoder pushing down the floor. Nice little dump off to Mason. Nice layup.
Great job in transition there by Callie Yoder, just being a nice philosopher and getting an easy bucket.
Yoder with the tip pass. I would say that's great defense on Hesston's part. Buhler's ball.
11-2, 1:18 left in this quarter.
Sewell back in the game for the Crusaders, as well as Ord, I believe. Ord setting a screen for Krafels to get at the top of the key. Krafels back to Ord. Callie Yoder playing a long ways off. Nobody to throw to. Finds Sewell, almost stolen by Kendall Brugan, but Buhler retains possession and throws it away to the Swathers.
It'll be Proctor inbounding the ball this time. Buhler is not in a full court press this time. Yoder pushing down the court. Swings it down to Brugan in the corner, back up to Yoder. Swings it to McGill. McGill trying to find somebody. Brugan in the corner. Mason inside. That'll be a travel. Buhler's ball.
Did she slide that pivot foot? I couldn't see.
I don't have a good angle from
okay.
here. Tip
Stolen
pass.
by Brugan.
Rebounded by.
And
That'll be a foul.
Abby Proctor with the and one.
That will be the Buhler Crusaders' third team foul. And Charlie Baxter's first personal foul.
Abby Proctor sinks her free throw.
She in double figures now?
She is 10 points for being out for so long. I'm impressed.
I think she needed this game.
Ready to play at home. Get some of the focus off of Brugan.
Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely a really good 1-2 punch combo.
Open up the Swathers scoring a little bit. Baxter with it in the full court. Over to Ord. Ord dribbling, looking for someone open. Probably could have shot it. Back over to Baxter. Baxter to Sewell at the top of the key, dribbling, trying to find someone. Into Taylor and stolen by the Swathers.
Swathers push the ball. Brugan inside. Missed the layup.
Touch just a little bit off.
Ord with it. Pull-up jumper.
Nice pull-up.
Bottom.
That will be Gracie Ord's first points of the game.
Deep three by Brugan. Just off.
And that's going to finish it for the first quarter here in the Shed. 14-4, Swathers lead the Buhler Crusaders. I mean, it's just been Yeah, I mean, you can tell adrenaline's high.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit of sloppy basketball. You know, both teams are kind of, you feel like they're just trying to do too much, pushing the ball up the court a little bit too much. You just kind of like to see them slow down a little bit and just try to get good looks.
You know, I think hearing from what I heard, BUHLER just isn't playing their best game right now, and Hesston's just doing what they do. BUHLER, I bet the coaches are definitely trying to tell them to lock down Heston Slaughter on the defense side of the ball and just try to get something on the inside for the offensive side. It'll be Heston's ball. J.C. Proctor inbounding the ball to Callie Yoder. Swings it to Ava McGill. Back to Yoder. Back to McGill. McGill drives. Turns over.
And Crusaders pushing. Bad pass there by Crafels, causing a foul on the Swathers. Number 5, Callie Yoder.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Crusaders moved into a zone on that, unless they were already in the zone. But
we'll, I guess we'll examine it next possession, Peter. Good observation, though.
Jaden Williams in for the Swathers.
Baxter with it to Ord in the corner, back to Baxter. Left-handed shot off the mark.
And I couldn't really tell what kind of defense Heston was running there. Jaden Williams is kind of running back and forth on the top of the key. I don't know. We'll have to look at that as well. Both coaches game planning to switch it up a little bit.
This looks like a 3-2 zone almost by the Crusaders.
McGill drives inside. It'll be a jump ball.
Back-to-back turnovers there for the Swathers.
yeah, it looks like they're struggling a little bit with the zone that the Crusaders put on them.
Just got to find the open gaps and the open zones.
I don't think Heston's faced off against many zone teams yet, so interesting to see how they'll deal with that.
Good skip pass down the floor by Baxter. Ord with it into Crafels, back out to Baxter, over to Ord.
Bang.
And good shot.
Just by examining this game, it looks like the Crusaders are trying to get Ord the ball and have her create and make some shots.
Yeah, she is the current leading scorer with 5 points.
Brugan in the corner, top key, inside Nason. Nice layup.
Great high-low there by the Swathers. Simple and easy. Ord with it, skip pass to Taylor. Crafels with the layup, rattles around and in. Back-to-back buckets for the Crusaders.
We're seeing BUHLER get a little hot here. Let's see if Heston can stop him. Jaden.
16-9. Swathers leading.
Brugan. 3. Oh, just long.
Baxter looking to push in transition. Over to Sewell off the hand of Ava McGill, and it will stay with the Crusaders.
And you can see there already, the Crusaders are heating up. Coach John Darrow, he's a good coach. This is a well-accomplished program this year. Good wins over Goddard, McPherson, and very close losses to big teams like Hutch and Andover last week. And, you know, they're showing that they're here to play too.
Yeah, and the Swathers look to continue on their 10-game winning streak and hopefully bring that up to 11.
Great move there by Sewell to get an easy layup there in the post, or there in the paint.
Brugan top of the key drives out to Lehman. Brugan top of the key, tip pass down to J.C. Proctor.
Proctor to Proctor. And there's going to be a foul on the Crusaders. I wonder if that gets a little bit annoying. Coach Matt Richardson for the Swathers having 2 Proctors on the team, both very, very skillful as well, I might add.
Proctor sinks her first free throw.
Yeah, and especially J.C. Proctor only being a freshman. You've obviously seen her play very well these last couple of games. She scored a couple of points, which she's helped out a lot.
And Abby Proctor sinks her second free throw, leading her to 12 points for the night already.
Crafels with it down low. Off the mark. What?
Bergen pushing, top of the key, swings it to Jaden Williams. Top of the key, back to Bruggen, inside to Proctor. Bruggen, top of the key, drives. That'll be a foul.
There's a little bit of, looks like a little bit of disagreement with the Buhler fans. And they're going to call it a jump ball. For the Swathers, Casey Mason in for J.C. Proctor.
Yeah, this zone is really giving the Swathers some fits here. Turned the ball over like 4 or 5 times this quarter already.
Lehman inbounding the ball for Heston. Top of the key to Proctor.
It looks like there's going to be a foul down low on
Hold on Crafels against Abby Proctor.
Abby Proctor. That's going to be Abby Proctor's first foul.
Crafels.
Oh, it's Crafels. I'm sorry.
Crafels on Abby Proctor.
Oh, okay. There you go. Never mind me.
Kicking violation on Buhler.
Another foul on Buhler.
Kicking violation.
Kicking violation.
Oh, it's not a foul?
No, it's not a foul. Come on, you played basketball for like, what, 10 years?
I never kicked a basketball, though.
But you did throw a pass through a rough one time.
We don't talk about that.
Baxter with the shot in transition off the mark. Bergen looking to push.
Bruggen, top of the key, over to Proctor, to Williams in the corner. Mason fights for the ball inside. There'll be a foul on Buhler again.
I believe it's on the floor. Yeah.
On number 11, Nyasul.
Mason driving inside, blocked. Buhler's ball pushing.
Baxter with it. Down to Crafels, bad pass, stolen by Casey Mason in transition. And it looks like
Maybe a little bit of
official's timeout.
miscommunication.
Officials timeout.
In for the Swathers, number 22, Rianne Grillo, and number 35, Ava McGill.
You know, the Swathers have put a lot of emphasis on getting the ball inside, and they've done a very good job at it. So I'm very intrigued to see how the Crusaders plan to stop it.
Bruggen.
Sorry, go ahead.
Bruggen pushing with the ball. Swings it over to McGill. Back to Bruggen. Rianne Grillo, top of the key. Swings it to McGill. Over to Bruggen in the corner. Bruggen dribbling.
Moving screen by Rianne.
That's going to be her first personal foul, and that's going to be the Swathers' second team foul of that quarter. Is it reset every quarter?
Yep, every
Okay.
quarter. 5 fouls, 2 shots.
Okay.
Voss with it, dribbling it up, guarded by Ashley Lehman. Ord with it on the wing, over to Crafels. Crafels over to Baxter. Ord drives, kick out to Lackey. Lackey back out to Crafels for 3, just off the mark. And it looks like Voss got hit.
Yeah, look, that's going to be on Casey Mason, I believe.
training staffs attending to Voss, we will step aside.
And Ella Voss is back on her feet. And we are praying for a recovery up here. And she's being walked off the court.
We will resume action here in the shed here in a minute.
You know, the Crusaders have battled this quarter. They have actually outscored the Swathers by 9 to 4. So they've done a very good job offensively, being able to slow, and defensively. They've been able to slow down Swathers scoring a little bit and also putting up points on their behalf.
Hey Peter, that was good math. I like that.
Hey, let's say the stats real quick.
Okay, for the Swathers scoring, Kendall Brueggen with 2, Casey Mason with 4, and Abby Proctor with 12.
For the BUHLER Crusaders, Natalia Krafels has 4 points and Gracie Ord has 5.
That is, wait.
Deflected by Mason in the post. Over to Ord. Back up to Lackey at the top of the key. Callie Yoder on the floor along with Rianne creating the jump ball. Crusader ball. Ord inbound. Looks like they're running a little pick-the-picker out to Krafels. Krafels with a great move on Casey Mason.
She's going to be fouled.
It'll be Casey Mason's second personal, I believe.
Yep, you are correct. That's going to be the Swathers' 4th team foul
Or third.
of the quarter.
Casey Mason's
That's her
third personal.
That's huge.
And it looks like she's going to be taken out to avoid fouling out. In for the Swathers, Abby Proctor and JC Proctor.
Proctor duo.
First free throw by Krafels was good. She will shoot another. The Crusaders have came storming back in this quarter. It is just a 3-point game now. 18 to 15.
Heston's ball. Yoder swings it to McGill. Inside to Proctor. Proctor passes to Brueggen. Brueggen drives. Just missed layup.
Swathers just struggling to get shots to fall here in the second quarter. Ord with it, push in over to Lackey. Lackey tip ball. Abby Proctor in the post. Krafels got it back off the mark. McGill with the rebound. Up to Brueggen in transition.
Brueggen, nice move. Just missed the layup.
Off of JC Proctor, Crusader basketball. Baxter to inbound to Ord. Ord will bring it up slowly and set up the offense. Ord with 5 points on the wing here with the ball, dribbling. Over to Lackey looking to dribble drive right, doesn't get it. Swathers playing good gap defense. It's like Lackey tripped there, and Yoder looks to push in transition and find anything for the Swathers. Brueggen tipped out of bounds, stay with the Crusaders.
You know, Swathers look a little bit flustered on offense a little bit, as the Crusaders have done a very good job defensively of kind of just putting them in shambles.
In for the Crusaders, Sewell, and in for the Swathers, it's going to be Williams.
I think the Crusaders are also just a really good defensive team. It looks like they pride themselves on some good defense.
You know what they say, defense wins championships.
They do.
Brugan's ball, dribbling to the corner, back up to the key. Bounce pass to Proctor. Dump off to McGill. McGill drives.
She's going to be fouled.
4th personal on the Crusaders in the quarter. Yeah, if you didn't know, Buhler is about 20 minutes away on good old Dutch Road here in Hesston, so good old rivalry.
Brugan drives with another nice move. Great layup by Brugan.
Finally gets a shot to fall for Kendall Brugan. Good sign for the Swathers. Ord with it in transition, looking to get it to Sewell. Sewell back door. Back to Ord, 15-foot jump shot, rattles around and
Jump shot. 20-17, a minute 50 left in this second quarter. Close ball game.
Let's see if Heston can get another one here. Corner of McGill, back up to Proctor. Proctor passes down to Williams in the corner. That'll be another jump ball.
Physical game so far. A lot of jump balls. A lot of, everybody's going for the ball.
Yeah, a lot of jump balls, turnovers. I mean, I wouldn't say anybody's playing bad. You just like to see those turnovers just slow down a little bit.
In for the Crusaders, Claudia Taylor.
Brugan with it at the top. Hey, you got it, Connor.
Sorry, Brugan in the corner. Brugan dribbles to the top of the key to Proctor. Proctor to Williams. Williams drives baseline. Back out to Proctor. Proctor to Proctor inside. Back out to Williams. Just short of the 3.
Crusaders looking to push. Into Ord in transition, off her foot. Swathers, Abby Proctor with the ball.
Proctor down to the corner with Williams. Back to Proctor, up to the top of the key with McGill. McGill down to the corner.
Crusaders are backing a man almost.
Brugan drives baseline. Back out to Proctor.
I don't think we've had much of a chance to talk about this on stream, but Abby Proctor did commit to Tabor College maybe about a month ago, so that's a very good commitment.
I don't think she's played since, she hasn't played since that first home game, so we probably haven't talked about it.
Yeah.
Or at least she hasn't played at home.
Yeah.
JC Proctor's first free throw is good.
In for the Crusaders, Tori Tustian. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And I believe it's going to be Lillian Horn. And then in for the Swathers, it's going to be Ashley Lehman.
In and out for Proctor.
Good rebound by Baxter. Baxter to Sewell. Sewell with it on the wing, dribbling middle, setting up the offense. Over to Horn. Horn dribble drive right. Stolen by Kendall Brugan in transition. And Tucson will try to reject her from behind, but
Brugan with an easy layup.
Crusaders with it, top of the key. Over to Taylor. Taylor to Sewell, 19 seconds to go here in the period. Sewell dribble drive, looks like she got fouled there on the block by Kendall Brugan, I believe.
And
No,
both
Abby
teams
Proctor.
will be in the bonus now.
Fouls on Abby Proctor, her first personal.
In for the Swathers, number 22, Leanne Grillo. Her first free throw is good, up for her second. Going to be just short.
Brugan with the ball. 10 seconds left in the period. Leanne Grillo, top of the key. Inside to Proctor.
She'll go back to the free throw line. JC Proctor will go back to the line.
And that foul is going to be on Claudia Taylor.
JC Proctor's first free throw is nothing but the bottom of the net.
In for the Crusaders, Jenna Lackey.
Brueggen with the rebound. Brueggen with the deep three. Oh, just short.
And that's going to do it for the first half.
Swathers take a 24-18 lead into the break.
Peter, do we have scores for the Crusaders?
So leading the Crusaders is Gracie Ord with 7 points, Natalia Krafels with 5 points, Jenna Lackey with 3, and Charlie Baxter with 2.
And for the Swathers, Kendall Brueggen with 5, Casey Mason with 4, JC Proctor with 1, and Abby Proctor, the leading scorer, with 13.
So, I mean, we've seen much better defense in the second quarter. The Buhler Crusaders were really able to slow down the Swathers a little bit and at the same time be able to score more. And, I mean, coming out of halftime, we kind of just want to see the Swathers be able to get something going on offense a little bit better.
Yes, definitely. We'll be back here in 9 minutes. Stay tuned for the second half of this game. It's gonna be a good one. We'll be back. The Crusaders right now, I believe, are ranked number 6 in 4A and are 9-2 on the season.
Yep, I mean, being in a 6-point game, you know, still very close, and you kind of want the Crusaders to feed off the momentum that they had in that first half, especially in that second quarter.
Definitely. 24-18 as we start this third quarter of gameplay.
Taylor with it at the top of the key. Over to Crafels, back to Ord. Ord, quick shot out of the break. Nothing but the bottom.
Wow. And that is what Buhler needs to start this second half to get the momentum back.
Bang.
24-21 now, just a one-possession game here.
Bruggen, top of the key, swings to Yoder in the corner. Bruggen with a deep shot. Oh, just in and out.
Good rebound. There's going to be a foul on the Crusaders.
Number 14.
Yes.
Wait, yeah. Sammy Brooks is third person.
And for the Crusaders, it's going to be Naya Sewell. I think I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. Sewell.
Like Panay Sewell for the Lions. I think it's spelled the same way.
Okay.
Yoder with it. Top of the key.
Yoder in the corner. Back to the top. To Proctor. To Bruggen. Bruggen drives. Back out to Proctor. Proctor drives. Midi. Nice midi.
And Proctor looking to have a good second half, as she had a very strong first half with 13 points to her name.
You know,
now at 15.
That's really what you expect out of her, just being kind of that 1-2 punch.
Crafels with the top of the key. Over to Taylor. Into Ord. Trick steal by Yoder. Way to just get underneath the pass. Good pressure there by Taylor. Trying to fluster Proctor. Good
Bruggen.
skip pass.
Nice drive to the lane.
Good move by Colonel Bruggen.
A little bit of English on that ball.
Proctor tipped the pass out of bounds.
Kendall Bruggen with 8 points so far. And we're seeing it right now, Abby Proctor being back. It's giving a little bit of pressure off of Bruggen. Or as I say that, Proctor has 15 points, so just another good weapon for the Swathers to have in the late season.
Taylor with it at the top of the key. Over to Ord. Ord setting up the offense, looking for a shot. Dribbled a few times over to Crafel, into Ord for the bucket.
28-23 with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Swathers with the ball.
Swathers pushing, stolen by Taylor out there on the baseline, and out of bounds to the Buhler Crusaders.
In for the Swathers, number 44, J.C. Proctor. Proctor in for Proctor.
Ord with it, top of the key. Telling her teammates where to go, set up for the offense. Traveled there. Yep, good call by the officials.
Man.
I'm going to jump the gun a little bit.
And I want to give some credit to the officials tonight. It's a full house, and it's hard to make good calls under a lot of pressure. There's a lot of eyes watching, and so far it's been pretty good, pretty even.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
Yoder swings it to Bruggen in the corner. Back to the top key with the three. Just in and out.
Good rebound.
Mason with a nice layup.
That's going to be Casey Mason's 6th point of the game.
Taylor with it, down to Sewell in the corner. Back to Taylor, looking to drive. Down to Crafels inside, stolen by Bruggen. There will be a jump ball possession arrow to the Swathers.
You know, both teams continue putting an emphasis on just getting the ball inside, just trying to get good paint points.
Yoder with the ball.
And it looks like the Crusaders are back into their, looked like a 1-1-3 zone for a second, but maybe it might be a 2-3. It looks like it moved into a 2-3 again.
Good bounce pass there by Callie Yoder into the post.
Nice layup by Bruggen.
What you've seen in the second half is the Swathers get Bruggen going and opening up other things for the offense.
And Coach John Darrow for the Crusaders are going to call a timeout. Oh, excuse me, I believe that's
America.
I've never heard that ever.
I think everybody else
I've
has.
heard of it, but I disagree with it. We haven't heard much from Eli. Being a Bears fan,
I'm a Bears fan in the middle of Kansas, so
I just feel like Bears are it makes a little bit more sense than the Eagles.
yeah, we always think we have hope at the start of the year, and then we lose 5 straight games, and we're like, okay.
Hey, don't worry. You won
Next year, man.
you won 1 game in 2025, and you hired Ben Johnson. So I mean, it looks pretty good so far. You want to know in 2025?
To end this
Yeah,
conversation off, I'll give good luck to the Eagles, but go Chiefs.
Yeah,
Hey, and we beat
all
the
the way.
And we beat the Packers.
Chiefs all the
man.
way.
We beat the Packers. So. Sewell with it, looking for an open teammate. Over to Ord. Dribble drive, Casey Mason.
And a charge called. Good charge.
Wow. Casey Mason is great at taking those charges.
Especially with 3 fouls, that's a risky move. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. So
Proctor inbounding the ball to Yoder.
That's going to be Gracie Ord's third
big thing to
foul.
It's a big thing to watch out for. Is the Crusaders like to lean on Ord for some of their shots. So out there swinging it around the perimeter.
Crusaders looks to be in a 3-2.
Unprecedented pass there from the Swathers, just into triple coverage, as we would call it. And Crafels with it at the top of the key. Dribbling right, not really looking left, throws it out of bounds. It will be Swather basketball.
And you can see those halftime adjustments from the Crusaders are coming in handy. Already have a few turnovers, forcing the Swathers to make a few turnovers early in this third quarter.
Yoder swings it to Bruggen. Back to the top of the key to Yoder. Bruggen in the corner. She drives. Floater. Mason rebounds. Missed layup.
Ord with it in transition. Looking to push inside, out to Crafels for 3. Off the mark. Sewell tried to save it, but her foot was on the baseline.
You know, we haven't seen the efficiency that you would like to see from the Buhler Crusaders. You know, we kind of hope that they would be able to lean off that momentum that they had in the second quarter as they were outscoring these Swathers for that whole entire quarter. So hopefully they can get it started.
For the Crusaders, Jenna Lackey, and in for the Swathers, Abby Proctor.
Yoder dribbling. Pass inside to Proctor. Proctor with a nice layup and an and one.
Good take.
That's going to make the score 34-23, an 11-point margin. Here with 3 minutes and 34 seconds left in this third quarter.
And that will be Claudia Taylor's third personal foul and also Buehler's third team foul.
Sinks her free throw.
That's going to be 4 points for J.C. Proctor.
That makes 3 Crusaders with 3 personal fouls here in the second quarter. Taylor, Ord, and Sammy Brooks all have 3.
Moving screen on Claudia Taylor.
So that's her 4th personal. She just picked up her 3rd.
And in for the Swathers, it's going to be Ava McGill and Casey Mason.
Looks like J.C. Proctor might be shaken up on the play, but
I did not see who came in for the Crusaders.
number 2, Tori Trustin. Our apologies if we're saying any names wrong. Yeah.
Proctor with a nice 3. Bang, bang!
And that's going to be 18 points for Abby Proctor this game so far. And still with the whole quarter and a half to play.
Sewell with it at the top of the key, just throws it to Crafels even though she wasn't ready. Now we'll dribble it near the half-court circle. Building up a little bit of momentum. Over to Crafels. Crafels, dribble drive inside. Great help, Casey Mason. Sewell with the 3-pointer off the mark. And Lackey gets the rebound. Lackey pass behind, stolen by the Swathers. Oh, Baxter with it, rolling around. And we called for a travel. Very eventful possession there by the Crusaders.
You know, Gracie Ord's leading the pack for the Buhler Crusaders, a 5'8" senior. She currently has 15 points on the night.
So I can imagine Coach John Darrow for the Crusaders are just telling their girls to just slow it down, get into a rhythm, and move the ball around. I mean, it's just a lot of pressure.
That first half. So, I mean, you just got to do the little things, just rebounding, keeping the possession, and just taking good shots. And I mean, just getting stops on defense every time.
You know, the keys for the Crusaders this game are just limit the turnovers and don't give any more possessions to the Swathers. With their very powerful offense, a 1-2 punch with Abby Proctor and Kendall Brugan.
One thing I noticed here is the Swathers are on a 14-2 run here in this third quarter. The Crusaders hit a 3 to start the half to cut it to 3, and the Swathers have been on a 14-2 run, making it a 15-point game.
Brugan with the ball pushing inside. Fumbles the ball a little bit.
Lost it, but Lackey gets it. Over to Baxter. Way to meet the ball by Torrey. And a jump ball by Sewell and Abby Proctor.
It's been a lot of jump balls this game, I feel like. That could just be me. I don't know.
Yeah, both teams have really just tried to push the ball up to court every possession, just trying to get good cherry picks.
Sewell with it at the top of the key. Screen, set, and she throws it to Casey Mason of the Swathers.
Yoder passes down to McGill in the corner. Back to Brugan. Proctor at the top of the key. Back to Brugan in the corner. Passes to Yoder. Swings it to Proctor. Fumbles the ball a little bit.
I think that ball might have been tipped by Lackey just a little bit.
Yoder passes inside to
Nice
Mason.
pass. There's going to be a foul on the floor. And coming up in for the Swathers, it's going to be Ashley Lehman and JC Proctor.
Thing to take into account, the foul count is 5-0 in favor of the Swathers here in this quarter. Nothing, you don't like to see that as a coach.
That will be Nia Sewell's second personal foul.
Casey Mason's first free throw is good.
In for the Crusaders, it's going to be number 14, Sammy Brooks, and number 32, Gracie Ward. Casey Mason with her second free throw coming up.
So, you know, Eli, you may not know this just yet, but Connor and Zach, where are you guys planning on attending college next year?
I'm going to Wichita State University next year, study engineering.
And I'll be going to Hutchinson Community College to get my certificate B for an electrician.
And
I like it.
I will be going to WSU for mechanical engineering as well.
Eli is a little youngin'. He's only a junior.
Have you put any thought into it yet, Eli?
I think I want to go to K-State, but I don't know what I'm going to do.
I like it. Can't go wrong with K-State.
You are a very big K-State fan.
Me and Zach would say it is the superior college in Kansas.
It is the superior college.
If you're counting between KU and K-State, it's the superior college.
Oh, come on. KU's not superior.
No, I'm saying between them.
Oh, between.
K-State's more superior.
You know, I think KU's more superior, to be honest.
Connor, I think you're a bandwagon.
JC Proctor is going to pick up her second foul and the Swathers' first team foul of the quarter.
Crayfles made the first free throw. Second one is a little bit long. Rebound Brugan, immediately looking to run in transition.
Yoder dribbling, top of the key. Swings it to Lehman in the corner. Drives a little bit. Swings to Proctor. To Yoder. Looking to find someone. Lehman to Brugan in the corner.
Swathers just taking their time.
Yoder, top of the key.
I think Coach Matt Richardson's just trying to tell him to run the offense, just move the ball and have a good, strong possession. Take a shot if it's a good shot. Take a shot if it's a great shot, not a good shot.
Brugan dribbling to Yoder. Definitely just trying to waste some time here.
And the Crusaders pick up the pressure on the Swathers, trying to fluster them and get a little bit of a steal.
Yoder, top of the key, just holding the ball, dribbling.
Swathers had burned about 30 seconds of clock.
50 seconds, Peter.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. You're good.
Bruggen with the 3. Just short. Bruggen tip pass. Easy layup.
And a nice buzzer beater steal to end the third quarter. 42-24. The Swathers lead the Crusaders.
So in that quarter, you saw the Swathers, they were able to put something very good offensively, and at the same time, they were able to shut down the Crusaders from scoring a lot of points.
What was it, like a 18-8 quarter there?
Yeah.
18 to 20, I don't know.
A little preview for the boys game coming up next. At halftime, I believe the 1984-1985 men's basketball team is going to be recognized, so we'll keep our mics on and stay tuned for that to listen. It's always cool to hear. It's always, I bet that's really cool coming in and.
Oh yeah, always cool to have those guys come back and watch them.
It really is.
You know, they've done a lot. In that 1984-1985 season, they started 10-6, and they eventually went on to win a state championship. So, very good accomplishment.
I believe they won. What was it? 9 in a row? 9.
I'm not sure.
Started
but
10-6. I think they won 9 in a row to win state. Could be wrong, but something along the lines of that. But anyway, make sure you stay tuned. Halftime of the boys game. Yeah.
So, boys, a quick would you rather question. Would you rather be a star of a bad team or an average player on an elite team?
Be a star on a bad team. Get that fame.
Yeah, be a star on a bad team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that too.
Get the money and then eventually get your trade when you want it.
I like stat padding, not gonna lie.
Yoder swings to McGill. McGill drives. A little bit of a missed pass to Bruggen. Buhler's ball.
42-24 to start this fourth quarter of gameplay between the Heston Swathers and the Buhler Crusaders.
Down to Sewell down low, off the mark. Fight in the corner.
Ooh. And Kendall is on the floor. And she's going to get up walking okay. Tough collision between Kendall Bruggen and I believe that was Sammy Brooks. This is a rough, not a rough game, but it's an aggressive game. Yeah. Both of these teams want to win. Well, I mean, what can you say?
It's very physical all around.
It is. It's unfortunate to see. You always hate to see injuries. It's part of the game, unfortunately, but both teams fighting hard right now.
Can't see the corner,
and I believe it's going to be turned over. It's going to be Swathers' ball, I believe.
Buhler ball.
Oh, Buhler ball. Kind of a bad angle right here.
Yeah.
Sewell with it in the corner. Had to stand up to see the corner. Into Sammy Brooks. Sammy Brooks being guarded tightly. And off of Casey Mason. Back with the Crusaders.
J.C. Proctor came in for Kendall Bruggen a few minutes ago.
Greyfuls to inbound it to Brooks. Brooks out to Baxter.
Yep.
Off the mark. Sewell with the rebound. Just a little floater there.
Yoder swings it to Proctor. Proctor outside. Top of the key to McGill. Inside to Mason. Mason trying to find somebody to Yoder. Swings the ball over to McGill in the corner.
Great job of rotating the ball there here by the Swathers.
Yoder dribbling at the top of the key to McGill. Top of the key to Proctor.
Yep. Shuffle her feet there.
Go ahead, Connor.
It'll be Buhler's ball.
And for the Crusaders, it's going to be Jenna Lackey.
Sammy Brooks down low.
Going to be a foul on Casey Mason. Yep, Casey Mason. That's going to be her 4th personal foul, so she's going to get taken out. Jaden Williams in for the Swathers. Jaden Williams, only a sophomore, so we have 2 sophomores, 1 junior, and 2 seniors for the Swathers on the court right now. And there's going to be a foul
Good
on
take.
Abby Proctor. A nice layup with pressure in your face.
Good take by Crafels.
That's going to be...
How are the point totals looking, boys?
For the Crusaders, Gracie Orr is leading the pack with 15 points. Charlie Baxter has 4. Crafels has 5, and she's about to shoot free throws. And Jenna Lacey has 3. Lackey.
And then for the Swathers, JC Proctor with 4, Casey Mason with 6, Kendall Brugan with 12, and Abby Proctor with 18.
Heston's ball. Yoder at the top of the key. Swings it to McGill. Proctor fighting for the ball. Buhler driving for an easy layup.
That is a very good momentum play by Buhler.
Timeout taken by the Crusaders. And
You know,
that was
only
a little good momentum swing they had.
only a 13-point game with, is that 6 minutes 21?
Yes, 6
Yep,
minutes.
6:21.
With 6 minutes 21 seconds left. 42-29, Heston Swathers lead.
What do you think Matt Richardson's telling the Swather girls right now?
I think that he's saying just keep the possessions, just keep chewing clock. I mean, you want to score a couple more points, but you really don't need that many amount of points to continue winning on this game, so just play good defense.
You know, I think it's not impossible. It'll definitely be hard, but Buhler, if they limit their turnovers and can find some holes in Swather's offense, I think they could definitely come back to this game. Although
I can imagine Coach John Darrow for the Crusaders are telling them, I mean, it's now or never. Be aggressive, go for the ball. This is the time to come back. You have the momentum, and it's now or never.
Yeah,
This game is not over.
Especially against a good team like this. I mean, you really have nothing to lose. Just play your butts off.
it will be Heston's ball. Callie Yoder inbounding. Buhler in a full
Full court press.
Yeah, they're in a full court press.
Callie Yoder pushing it up in transition.
And that's just not what you want to see in this late in the game.
Stolen by Ord. Take into account Ord, Taylor, and Ord and Sammy Burks are both playing with 3, and Taylor has 4 for the Crusaders. Out to Ord for 3, short, rebound Callie Yoder. Brugan with it in transition. Looking to push.
And that's going to be, and there's going to be a blocking foul called on the Crusaders.
That will be the Crusaders' first team foul of the 4th quarter.
And, you know, that call can kind of go both ways. It's a tough call to make when both players are moving so quickly. The refs are trying to get down court too. There seems to be a little disagreement in the Buhler crowd, but
That will be Jenna Lackey's first personal foul of the game.
Brugan shooting her second free throw. Sinks it. Buhler taking the ball up.
Ord with it at the top of the key. Over to Brooks, being guarded by JC Proctor. Looking inside, down to Baxter, knocked out of bounds by Kendall Brugan. Possession will retain with maroon and black.
I like that, Eli.
I'm just trying to create a different little way to say
That was good.
Crafels with it. Natalia Crafels, sorry for that. Natalia Crafels has been a lot more active here in the 4th quarter, getting a few more buckets and just getting a lot more involved as Brienne Grillo and Kennedy Taylor.
Claudia Taylor.
Claudia Taylor. Gosh.
It's okay.
My apologies. Into Crafels. Fight for the ball, and Ord ended up with it. Out to Taylor. And Bruggen.
It's going to be on Bruggen, I believe.
Yep. Bumped her on the shot fake.
Definitely an aggressive basketball game tonight.
That's going to be Kendall Bruggen's first personal foul. The 4th team foul this quarter for the Swathers. And a nice layup.
This game is just 12 points.
And a timeout called by the Crusaders.
You know, definitely very, very doable for the Buhler Crusaders. And, I mean, they've proved it all year long that they can compete with these top teams. And, I mean, you just got to get some shots down, just play good defense, limit your turnovers, and that'll give them a good shot.
Peter, do you want to go over points for the Crusaders so far?
For the Crusaders, Gracie Orr continues to lead with 15 points. Charlie Baxter with 4. Natalia Crafels with 8. And Jenna Lackey with 3.
It'll be Hesston's ball and another full court press.
12-point ball game, 5:20 left to play in this quarter.
Bruggen with the
43-31,
easiest layup.
and Bruggen with the easy layup. That's going to make it 45-31. Almost stolen.
Great pursuit by Calioters. A second too late. The backboard by Sammy Brooks. But Natalia Crafels with the rebound and bucket.
And the Crusaders are not out of this game yet. They're coming out firing. I'm not sure what Coach John Darrow said in that timeout, but it seems to be working so far.
It'll be Hesston's ball. Foul on number 13 for Buhler.
Natalia Crafels.
Yep.
Yoder swings the ball to Bruggen in the corner. Bruggen dribbling inside.
Stolen by Baxter.
Baxter up ahead to Crafels again. Crafels turnaround, hit on the arm. She will shoot free throws.
And that foul is going to be on. I didn't catch who that was on.
So, you know, I don't know if this can be a little bit of a superstition for people, but do you guys think that teams play better when they have a good student section behind them?
I would think so. I mean, it's just more people behind them that are going for them, you know what I mean? Like more people.
It gets you fueled up on defense, definitely.
Does, yeah.
Just the energy that a crowd can bring is it just really helps on the court.
No wonder the Hesston girls are so good, right?
Yeah.
The student section's really good, right?
Yeah.
45-35, a 10-point game with 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in this game.
Swathers seem a little bit fast-paced right now. They just need to slow down, take it possession by possession, find the smart shot, only being up 10 here. Yeah.
Williams with the ball. Buhler steals the ball, pushing.
Poked away by Jaden Williams.
Williams almost getting her revenge steal. And for the Swathers, it's going to be Abby Proctor, Ava McGill, and Casey Mason.
Back to the starting lineup here for the Swathers. Looks like Buhler's just going to throw it into the backcourt to Ord. Got a name there for a second. Ord over to Taylor. Taylor to Baxter. Baxter dribble drive on Kendall Bruggen. Reverse to the left. And a traveling violation called against Baxter.
For the Crusaders, Sewell and Sewell. Excuse me. I'm not very good with names, as you could probably tell.
It's okay, Zach.
Happens to all of us.
Yoder pushing down the court. Swings it to Bruggen in the corner.
The
Bruggen.
Buhler presses.
And Abby was wide open there for a second, but Kendall Bruggen just couldn't get it to her quick enough. Good defense by the Crusaders, forcing that little tip out of bounds.
One thing I think the Swathers could work on is stop being so predictable. You see teams get a lot of steals against them because they make the same passes at the same time. They all have like the same tendencies. So if you change up your the way you play, it flusters teams and you can score more points.
And that goes back to having Abby Proctor back. They're trying to get the ball to Kendall Bruggen. I mean, she committed to Missouri State several months ago, and I mean, of course, she's going to be the one they're looking for, but now there's also Abby Proctor, and she's going to be another target.
Proctor with the ball. Dribbling. Trying to find somebody. McGill in the corner to Yoder. Swings it to McGill, or Bruggen. Bruggen driving inside to Proctor. Proctor drives back out to Bruggen.
Good possessions by the Swathers.
Bruggen might be wasting some time here. Should be Heston's ball. Abby Proctor inbounding the ball to Yoder. Dribbling up the court. Bounce pass to Proctor. Proctor drives inside, finds McGill in the corner. Back to the top with the three, just short.
And that was a little bit of a crazy few seconds there.
Looks like Sammy Brooks just tripped and tried to throw the ball behind her head, but threw it at the cheerleaders and he swapped the ball.
For the Crusaders, Charlie Baxter in.
There is 2 minutes, 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. McGill passes it to Bruggen, to Yoder, back to Bruggen. Bruggen dribbling around, passes to McGill. McGill drives, tip pass by Buhler.
And Baxter's going to get a little shove from behind. That's going to be a foul on Ava McGill, I believe.
And the Crusaders will now be in the bonus.
That's big for the Crusaders. I mean,
It's only a 10-point game, too.
that's big. That's going to be Ava McGill's first personal foul. And as we mentioned, the Crusaders are now in the bonus. That's going to be 5 team fouls this quarter for the Swathers.
Especially this late in the game. You know, that's something the Crusaders really like to see, you know. Now, I mean, with how aggressive the Swathers have been, maybe they'll be able to get on the line a couple more times.
Charlie back.
Timeout by Buhler.
Next week, let's go over the games next week. For the Crusaders, they're going to be playing El Dorado at home. And that's going to be on Tuesday, February 4th. I can't believe it's already February. And then February 7th, they're going to be playing Circle at home as well.
Swathers play here on Tuesday?
Yep, Swathers play Halstead. That'll be a good rival game. Good little rival. Last time it was Hillsborough, now it's Halstead. Battle of the H-Towns. It's going to be Halstead on Tuesday, and we're going to be playing, Swathers is going to be playing at Larned Friday. That's a long drive.
Hey, it's a Friday, though, so it won't be as bad.
Kind of in the middle of nowhere, though.
Back to last season, the Swathers were able to take down the Halstead Dragons in the sub-state championship to be able to advance the state. You know, I'm pretty sure it was like a 1 or 2 point game at the end.
Yep,
so
good game. Nah, that would be a good matchup. And I believe Halstead is ranked, for girls at least, they're ranked 2nd in state. So 1-2 matchup, that's going to be a really good game.
a couple of tough back-to-back games for the Swathers.
Proctor with the layup inside.
Buhler with it down here. Sammy Brooks with it, working on Casey Mason. Will up and under move, and that will be Casey Mason's 5th personal foul.
And looks to be a little shaken up, but she's all right. She gets up on her own strength. JC Proctor's going to come in for Casey Mason, as that is her 5th personal.
It'll be Sammy Brooks shooting for Buhler, you know, this late in the game. It's free throws good. You know, this late in the game, these free throws are huge.
They are huge.
You know, I really like the way that Matt Richardson was able to slowly ease J.C. Proctor in to a good rotation role. You know, obviously, freshman year playing varsity basketball is not an easy thing to do. So just being able to ease her into it has really helped her out a lot.
Yep, that's going to be a name we're going to be hearing for many years. You know, already being a big aspect to this Swather offense and defense as a freshman, she's only going to improve and get better and learn the game. And
with that layup, it cuts down to an 8-point game.
A minute 15 left in this 4th quarter. Game's not over yet.
Talking about the Proctors, it's been a name Heston's known for a long time.
Yep, you have Jake Proctor not committed, but playing at Dordt University right now in Iowa.
Yep.
Going to be joined by Reed Friesen. You'll see him next game for the Swathers.
Yeah, recent commit, you know, obviously very good commitment. You know, Reed Friesen, a 6'6", plays inside but plays like a guard. Yeah, excited to see what he does next year.
Yep, stay tuned for that boys game. That's going to be coming up next. But we're still at this game, 47-39, with 50 seconds remaining. Swathers with the ball.
Brogan dumps it off to Yoder to the top of the key.
Crusaders are playing very heavy face defense right now, trying to get the ball. And yeah, it looks like they're trying to maybe foul. Can't really tell. But
Swathers with some very good ball movement trying to prevent that.
They get the foul.
I'm guessing that's exactly what Matt Richardson told him to do. Just keep moving the ball around, you know, kind of like hot potato. Looked a little bit like hot potato in that possession.
That was a good reference, Peter. In for the Swathers, it's going to be Jaden Williams. And there's going to be no subs for the Crusaders, I do not believe.
Abby Proctor inbounding the ball, finds Jaden Williams.
Another foul. Trying to get that ball back, and that's going to put the Swathers in bonus. So both teams are now shooting free throws after every foul is committed.
And that will be Gracie Ord's 4th personal foul.
She has to be careful. She's one of their key players.
She is currently leading with 18 points in tonight's game.
Quiet 18, I would say.
Yeah.
Goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
Bang! And that's a big 3. Only a 6-point game now.
Good shot by Claudia Taylor. Oh, did not get the foul, but gets that one.
There's 14 seconds left, and it's a 6-point game.
Man, that is a huge 3, but
Kennedy
that
Taylor.
will be her 5th personal foul, so she will be subbed out of this game. You know, good performance by her.
And for the Crusaders, it's going to be Lillian Horn.
There is 14 seconds left in the game.
Ooh.
Brogan's free throw attempt is no good.
And this would be big for the Crusaders if she misses this 2nd free throw. And she drains it, nothing but net.
It is now 49-42. 10 seconds left on the clock.
Swathers steal the ball,
Brogan wasting
And
time
that will
here.
do it.
and that's going to do it. Good, hard-fought game by both teams. Crusaders almost coming back, but nothing to be disappointed of. This Swather team's good. Good game by both. Peter, you're going to go over scores real quick.
So Gracie Ord led the pack with 18 points. Charlie Baxter had 4. Natalia Kraples had 13, and Jenna Lackey had 3.
For the Swathers, I believe my points are a little bit wrong, so excuse me if they are, but JC Proctor with 4, Jaden Williams with 2, Casey Mason with 6, Kendall Brugan with 14, and Abby Proctor with a 20-point game. Again, excuse me if those scores are incorrect, but overall, good game by both of these very well teams, and both of these teams are going to make deep runs in their state playoffs. I know that.
I don't know what I was going to say.
I believe that we are recognizing the 8th grade basketball girls team right now.
As I mentioned, for the Buhler Crusaders next week, they're going to be playing El Dorado at home, and for the Swathers, they're going to be playing. El Dorado at home. The Swathers are going to be playing Halstead at home.
You know, that brings the Swathers winning streak up to 11-0 now. You know, they're riding high off momentum right now, you know, playing very good teams. And, I mean, playing a 4A 6th ranked team is pretty big deal, you know.
Yep.
So,
and Wamego, too. We beat them back at the start of January. So
Swathers really showing they can beat anybody, you know.
So Swathers win it 49-42 here in the shed. We'll be back for the boys game here in about 20-25 minutes. So we'll see you on Tuesday here back in the shed against the Halstead
Sounds good.
Blue Dragons. So have a good night and God bless.